everybody. Welcome to This Day. It is Friday, December 17th. We don't have any meetings to tell you about, so we're going to jump to who's on our show. We have May here, who is here on behalf of the Florence Sylvester Senior Center, and she's going to talk all about the fantastic events that they have coming up for all of you to enjoy. And then we talk to Dr. John Hovanesian, who is here, of course, on behalf of Harvard Eye, and he has some brand new eye drops that he needs to tell us about. And if you are having trouble reading with paper up close, it's going to help with that. So stick around to hear all that great information. All right, let's take a look at our weather. We are looking at good skies. We have a little bit of fog to burn off still yet, as you can see some of the low-lying fog there. We are looking at nice skies today, 68-46. Tomorrow, 65-45. Sunday, 63-44. Then we're going to cloud up Monday and Tuesday, 62-44 and 61-44. And if you're traveling in the state of California, take a look at these numbers. Looking pretty nice. I had to throw in the snow photo because they got a lot of snow up there, as we had mentioned earlier in the week. Local beaches, 63-48, Santa Barbara, 60-43, San Diego, 63-45, Tahoe, 39-20, and they are not expecting new snow up there until next week, so somewhere Monday and Tuesday. Mammoth, same thing, but it's 38-15, and then Big Bear's kind of warm, 40 with an overnight of 35. Palm Springs, 67-45, and Las Vegas, 55-33. All right, our sunrise this morning was at 6:49, and our sunset will be at 4:45. Thank you, Mark, for sending in another very nice photo of a Newport sunset. Of course, he's always got these great sunsets out there. So thanks for sending that in. And of course, if you would like to share some photos with our community, please email them to lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. All right, when we return, we will have a May with the Florence Sylvester Senior Center, so stick around.
Have aches and pains? Planet 13 may help. Planet 13 is the largest and most trusted dispensary for premium cannabis and CBD products in California. Your one-stop shop for edibles, lotions, gummies, tablets, and much more. At Planet 13, you can count on top-tier service focused on unmatched customer education and satisfaction. Visit us in store just 15 minutes away, or we deliver to you. Take advantage of our 10% senior discount for 55 plus and older. Welcome to Planet 13.
At Norm Reeves Honda Superstore Irvine, we want to buy your car. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1, we come to you. On-site professional appraisals now available at your home or office. 2, you come to our dealership just minutes away for an on-the-spot appraisal. 3, value your car online at normreeveshondairvine.com. It's your choice. Plus, you get paid in 1 day or less. At Norm Reeves Honda Superstore in the Irvine Auto Center, we will buy your car.
We're going to spend some time today just talking about different aspects of the pandemic.
One of our goals is to go into the medical community for people that are in crisis.
Hi, I'm Vince Ferragamo. I spent some of my best years as an NFL quarterback, but today I've got a new team, and we're helping seniors who spent their best years fighting for our country, defending our freedom, and informing the nation. Our hometown heroes need help. AgeWell Senior Services is their lifeline. Nonprofit AgeWell can do all of this because you care enough to give. Please join me in supporting AgeWell. Donate today.
Welcome back. Well, we have a May here, and she's going to tell us all about the exciting things coming up at the Florence Sylvester Senior Center. Well, welcome back again. How are you?
Thank you. Well, always a pleasure to be here.
And off camera, we were talking about how fast things are just flying by, and 2022 is right around the corner.
It's unbelievable. We've been waiting and waiting for this moment. And
I know,
now
and
it's
here it
just
is.
like
Now we're
this.
like, wow, it's gone by so fast. And you guys have been preparing, and you're fully open now, which is awesome. And we spoke with Steve Moyer earlier in the week about AgeWell, so he talked all about, of course, the Meals on Wheels, and he's just so excited to be able to see all the seniors that have come to visit.
It's been wonderful. So a lot of the people that I've only talked to on the phone or I've seen their names on paper, we're actually meeting face to face.
Nice.
So it's just been wonderful.
Good,
Yeah.
good. Now, being open, what does that technically mean for our community?
So in November and January, we had we had a soft opening, so very limited activities. In December, we started our Congregate Lunches again. So what that means is we don't have our grab and go any longer, but people are actually coming in for lunch Monday through Friday.
Okay. Now, is that like a boxed lunch, or is it served, or how does that work?
So it's served at a table, and we have the same purveyor that we've had for a long time on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but we have a really new, exciting contract with a local vendor, which we're super excited about. I've been using them for all of our company contracting.
Oh, okay.
And they're just delicious, and that's Zest in a Bowl. So that's Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Right. That is awesome that you're able to do that. Now, that's nice. Before, was it a buffet, or was it always a kind of a brought-to-you meal?
It is brought to you.
Okay, great.
So you come in and sit down, and you're served. We have volunteers. We have an entire cadre of volunteers that show up every day and just make it happen.
And are those, you need to have reservations for those, or do they just come in?
You need reservations.
Okay.
So they say 2 days, but really 3 days is better. We're trying to reduce our food cost and food waste.
Yeah, absolutely.
So reservations help.
All right, perfect. And now you do have a few things that you guys have coming up. So go ahead and you can start chronologically and tell me what's first on your list.
Well, we have a lot of things in January coming up. So one thing that we haven't done before is we're doing Zumba Gold. So if the balance class is not enough, or you want something a little bit more active, come to Zumba. It's like a super fun way. Yeah.
Oh, and Zumba Tracy.
Yes, Zumba Tracy.
So there's a lot of movement going on.
There's a lot of energy
and good music.
Yes.
Zumba's fun, but I tried Zumba, and it's not easy.
It's not easy.
You got to keep up.
I went to a Zumba class one time, and I thought I was doing all of the things, and I looked in the mirror, and I was not doing all of
It would be best not to have any mirrors at all.
No mirrors, but it's a blast.
So now the Zumba class is free?
It's not free. It's one of the very
free.
few things that's not free. So
Okay.
you can buy individually, $5 a class.
Oh, at $5 a class.
It's super cheap.
Screaming
Tracy
deal.
has just been wonderful with this. Or you can buy a pack of 5 for $25, and then you'll get a 6th free, which makes it $4 a class.
Oh, that's great. And that starts January 11th.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay, good. What else do you have?
We have a few emeritus classes coming back. So we're not doing any of the exercise classes. Saddleback has decided not to do that again for spring 2022.
Okay.
But we have current issues, stocks and bonds management, some goodies like that.
Okay.
We also have our bingo coming back.
Yay.
Yay.
'Cause that was quite popular, even though it was held outside. So you're not doing it outside, now you've brought it inside.
That's right. So we had our big bingo night,
Okay.
which was a great success. We packed the house. We had the same caterer come. It was wonderful. But this is our daytime bingo.
Okay.
It's every Thursday, 1 o'clock.
Okay.
So it's one of those tried and true things that everyone just loves. So
Excellent.
we have to bring it back.
Yeah, well, you know what? Are you still doing the prizes?
We are.
Oh.
We are. So I'm not sure what those will be yet.
Okay.
So TBD.
But but what's nice though is that you're able to provide something, right? So it's not just show up, do bingo, and then you go home. I mean, you literally are getting some kind of a goodie for winning.
That's right.
I like that.
I didn't know this, but there are people that play bingo every single day. And they travel from each one, and I made the mistake of scheduling it on Wednesday originally.
Oh.
So we are on Thursdays now.
Oh, okay.
So
Because
come
people
back in.
literally went from place to place for Wednesdays?
Yes.
Oh, that's funny.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Well, now what about, what else do you got going on? Because I mean, I'd like to be able to just talk about everything that you guys have happening.
So we have Tai Chi coming back.
Oh, that's
so,
right.
that is just wonderful for your balance. It's great for blood pressure, stress. There is a breath work component as well. So you get that, the benefits of lowering blood pressure. It's good for cardiovascular health.
That's awesome.
So that's coming back. It's free too.
You know, you're right. I've heard that, you know, when you see people performing Tai Chi, it's really a very specific movement. And like you said, you know, the breathing, I need to try it.
Yeah. I'm excited. I mean, usually these things cost quite a bit, and we're really fortunate in this area. We have some of the top Tai Chi masters in the country that are right here in South Orange County.
Wow.
And so one of the gentlemen who has studied under one of these masters is offered to do this as community service. So it's free. Come and do Tai Chi.
I love it. Now, how do they sign up for that?
Just call the center, put your name on the list, so we can set up the room appropriately.
Okay.
And then come and have fun.
I love it. And we've got that number on the screen for them right now. So
good.
if they want to sign up, that's great. Now, you've got, we didn't talk about the Dance Factory yet.
Right. So CS Dance Factory, in November, they were doing our balance and flexibility and strength class. And CS is Kathy and Sandy. They're sponsored by Memorial Care. So we were able to bring in these two ladies that are just so energetic, and they're connecting with the people that are coming. I've heard so many compliments. We searched kind of far and wide to find something more interesting for people to show up and be motivated, and it's working. So they're doing the balance classes.
Oh, good. That's great. And then the Golden Age of Television class. What is that about?
Good question. So the Golden Age of Television is from 1948 to 1961. And so Dr. Michelle Stanton is coming in, and each class she is going to talk about the time period, sort of the themes behind what was going on, why they filmed the way they did. And then it's very convenient that they're 30-minute segments.
Okay.
So then they'll watch something and then discuss, how those themes come through. So.
That is a great thing. I remember my daughter, for one of her degrees, she had to take a class that was very similar to that. So she had to watch an old movie, probably around that same time frame, and then they discussed it and learned so many things about what we used to do, which is important to know what we had as to what we have now. So
it's very cool.
That is awesome. Now you guys are always looking for volunteers. Are you still doing the same?
Always looking for volunteers. Okay. I mean, it's not the top secret that our organization could not function without our volunteers. So we have upwards of 27 routes a day with Meals on Wheels. So people are drivers, some people work in the kitchen, help serve the food. Other people are at reception, which is vital for us to be able to kind of direct people where they need to go and answer questions about what we're doing.
I love it. Well, you guys are so busy over there, and I'm so excited that you're able to open back up, and now you get to meet everybody in person.
Yay!
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And of course, if you want to know more about what we've just discussed, you can call the Florence Sylvester Senior Center on the number on the screen, and Amay will be probably right there to welcome you because she just can't wait to meet you. We'll be right back.
It's time for year-end savings for year-round adventures during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Come today and receive financing with 0% APR for up to 48 months. And do not make payments for 90 days on select new Hyundai, like Elantras and Santa Cruz 2022. Your new adventures come with peace of mind driving too, with America's best warranty, with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and the Hyundai Assurance Program.
Welcome back. Well, today I am joined by Dr. John Hovannessian, who is here on behalf of Harvard Eye. Well, John, thank you for joining us today.
Great to see you, Lisa. Always great to see you.
Well, we make this like a couple of months regular interview, which I think is great because you always have so much wonderful information, very educational. And this time you have something very exciting that we mentioned we talked about 6 months ago, and here we are with some approval. So take it away.
Yeah, so this is exciting because it's the first drug of its kind to be approved for people to have better reading vision. And it's interesting and appealing because we know this product is safe because we've used products very, very similar to this, the same chemical for many years in treating glaucoma. But there's an eye drop that is now FDA approved called Vuity. That's Vuity. And what it does is help people read better with less need for glasses. It's just an eye drop. There's no glasses or surgery involved. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. And off camera, I said, I need this because folks that may not have had cataract surgery, but maybe had LASIK surgery many, many years ago, maybe are now experiencing the lack of being able to read up close and have to have glasses every single time. And that is certainly me. I am a candidate for this. Tell me, first of all, tell me what the loss of reading vision means. Like if you show, we have a slide that shows the pupil, what happens?
Yeah, well, so among people who are typically it happens in our 40s or 50s, who begin to lose their reading vision, it's because of a loss of flexibility in the lens of the eye. So what happens in young, healthy eyes, you'll see in the picture, is that the eye is able to adjust the power of the focus of its lens to help you see far away objects, and then when objects are closer, to bring those into focus as well. That's called accommodation, and it happens inside the lens of the eye. But once we lose that as we age, or if we have a cataract implant, if there's a lens implant in our eye, you'll see a picture of what that looks like. It takes the place of that lens that had flexibility in our youth. We lose the ability to see up close. Now, a few people have had, many of our patients actually, when they're having cataract surgery, they'll choose to have a multifocal lens implant, and this allows them to see both far and up close with an implant. But those have only existed, well, they've existed for 20 years, but almost 20 years, but not everybody has chosen to have them because they cost extra. There's now an eye drop that offers some benefit. It really works best for younger people who've lost their reading vision, but it may have benefit for people who've had cataract surgery too.
Well, that is really good to know. So now, obviously, you know, we have trouble up close, and you have to kind of put your paper or whatever it is you're reading a little bit further away. But when you've lost even that capability, tell me how these drops can actually work in our eye to help us read closer.
Yeah, so the way they work, they're typically taken at least a couple of times a day. The way it works is really simple. It makes the pupil smaller. So our pupil is the part of the eye that is in the opening in the center of the iris that opens and closes. When we look at bright lights, it gets small, and dim environments, it gets large. Allowing more light into the eye allows us to see in dimmer environments, but we lose focus a little bit. So if you remember as a kid, if you ever made one of those pinhole cameras, it didn't need a lens. The pinhole acts like a lens because all the light rays cross in that small space. So this takes advantage of that same principle. Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting. And I remember the pinhole thing exactly. You could see, and that is really amazing. Now, for those, do you put it in both eyes, one eye? You said you have to put it in during, like, a couple times during the day. So kind of walk me through how I would feel once I placed it in my eyes.
Yeah, so there is for people who take it, there are some side effects that can be annoying for some people, but they tend to get better with time. We think for most, because the first time you put in any medicine, it can have certain side effects that you sort of get used to, and that can be a little bit of an achy feeling in the eye or a headache type feeling, a little bit of soreness that you can get because the eye is constricting a muscle, the iris muscle, so other side effects, it may not work for everyone, particularly if you are developing a cataract. It won't hurt to try it, but it may not work as well if you have not had cataract surgery and if you have cataract. Again, it may not work for everyone. It may cause some dimming of vision as well. Although we think, and the FDA study showed us, that under ordinary circumstances, using this drop during the day, and even in the evening, it works well. I would caution people who haven't tried it not to take your first dose when you're about to drive after dark because it might make it harder to do so. So be cautious about that because, again, we're making the pupil smaller. We may have better focus, but we won't have as much ability for the eye to collect light. So maybe a little harder to drive in dim environments.
So you basically would have to use it, like when does it go into effect? Does it take a couple of days?
No, once the drop is taken, really within, certainly within an hour and probably within 15 minutes or so, the pupil begins to get smaller and the effect should take place. Like anything, as I say, it has the potential for some side effects.
Yeah.
We think this is appealing for a lot of people because, 40 is the new 20 and 60 is the new 40, and we're all wanting to live better, more active, younger, not having to reach for reading glasses all the time. And so this is a thing that will offer many people some freedom. So we think it's very promising.
It sounds amazing. Let's just put into an example. We've got someone who is on their computer all day, right? And they don't want to put on their glasses to see. So obviously this is a good candidate for this type of solution. However, when I look up and I have to look far away, what happens?
Yeah, so in getting this drug approved, it wasn't going to be acceptable to the FDA if we saw better up close but then couldn't see far away. That would be bad if we lost our distance vision to gain our near. And so there is theoretically can be some loss of distance, but not much here. Primarily all we're doing, in fact, distance vision, if you're a little bit nearsighted, you may actually get a little better. And so the flip side of this drop, although it's approved to give people reading vision, is let's say you're a little bit nearsighted and you can read pretty well without glasses, but you'd kind of like to be able to go to the pool and recognize people across the deck. It might help you with that as well.
Wow.
So,
wow. So what does that mean for everybody? I mean, it is a prescription.
It is a prescription item. You can only get it with a prescription, and it is worth having an eye exam. So if you have an eye doctor you see and you're interested in this product, ask your eye doctor for a prescription. We don't make any money on prescribing this. It's like any other medicine. We prescribe it for the benefit of our patients. But it's a good reason if you haven't been in to have an eye exam. And remember, we recommend for everybody who's over 50 to have an eye exam once a year so that you can make sure you don't have other problems with your eyes that could be serious, like glaucoma or macular degeneration.
Right. Well, excellent information. Great stuff. And it is going to be available when?
Well, it's theoretically available now. And I say theoretically because we've noticed that some pharmacies don't carry it, yet, because it's just kind of becoming deployed. We all are getting used to supply chain problems, and that may be affecting this as well. But another thing to keep in mind is that this is one of about 8 different products that are in this one's approved. It's the first one approved, but there are about 7 others that are in the works for approval, including one that we're doing an FDA study on. And what makes this other one unique is that it doesn't rely on making the pupil small, and it may permanently improve reading vision. It's designed to actually increase the flexibility in the lens to make the lens effectively younger so that we can see better in the long term. So, if you're interested in that, call our office, and we have a slide here that shows the number, and you can inquire if you're a candidate for the eye drop study for reading vision.
I want that one. I want the younger eye.
I'd like to be 22 again.
Wow. This is just great news. I think everyone's going to be very excited. We certainly want to give it a try and see how each person is different and how it affects them. But boy, you find the ones that it works great for. That is wonderful. Well, thank you for the information.
It's an exciting time. Thanks very much for listening, and I hope it's of interest to everyone.
Absolutely. Thank you. And we'll be right back after this.
At Harvard Eye, we're so happy to be open again to see you for all your medical and surgical eye care. We're taking great care to protect everyone from COVID-19 by seeing fewer patients, spacing out chairs in our lobby, sanitizing our office constantly, and doing much more. The world is changing a lot, but what hasn't changed is we're honored by your trust and confidence and committed to keeping you safe. We can't wait to see you.
Welcome back. All right, we've got a fun movie for you today, a Christmas gift for Bob, or from Bob, not for Bob, but from Bob. And I think it has something to do with that cute cat sitting on his shoulder. So enjoy that today at 2 p.m. with subtitles, 6 p.m. without subtitles, brought to you by Kaiser Permanente. All right, just a reminder, the Christmas buffet is next Saturday, and there is still opening, so make sure that you guys call ahead and get your tickets. Tickets are $30 for adults, kids 6 to 10, $15, and children under 5, there is no charge. You do need to make a reservation, so go to, you can email recreation@vmsinc.org or call them at 949-597-4382, and that menu is by Martinez, so it looks very yummy. And then a couple of choices for your New Year's Eve entertainment. One, of course, is a traditional New Year's Eve celebration where they're going to have one band. You can do some dancing. They have champagne. They have no host bar. The ball drop is at 9 a.m. for you early sleepers, and midnight if you like to go to the wee hours in the morning. So there you go. That sounds like a lot of fun. And tickets, again, are also through Recreation. So you want to get in touch with them at 949-597-4382. And the other one to choose from is the entertainment, where they're having a lot of different bands, and you can get those tickets at tickets.lagunawoodsvillage.com. So very fun. Okay, let's take a look at our weather before we head into the weekend. As I mentioned, it's looking pretty nice. We aren't looking at cloudy skies until Monday and Tuesday. So enjoy the sunshine. Get out there and get some fresh vitamin D. 68-46, 65-45, 63-44. Monday, Tuesday, cloudy, 62-44, 61-44. If you're traveling in the state of California, take a look at these numbers. Our local beaches are in the 60s with the overnights in the 40s. And then, of course, Tahoe and Mammoth are expecting snow starting next week, but most of their temperatures are in the high 30s, low 40s, and overnights very low in Tahoe and Mammoth and a little bit higher in Big Bear. Palm Springs, 67-45, and Las Vegas, 55-33. Have a great Friday. Enjoy your day. We'll see you again right here at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.
I'm Dr. Leif Loberg, and I'd like to welcome you to Loberg Dental Center. We've kept everyone safe in our office and continue to do so. All of our safety measures include enough social distancing, masks, protective gear, and sterilization before and after every patient is seen in our operatory. Here at Loberg Dental Center, we've kept everything safe for your comfort. So call today, don't delay, and schedule your appointment, and we will take great care of you in the safety and comfort of our office.
What's easier than blowing out 65 candles? Choosing an Alignment Medicare health plan that's tailored specifically to you. Need access to 24/7 telehealth and concierge services? You got it. Members also receive an Alignment Health Plan Black Card with a monthly allowance and rewards for engaging with your health. At Alignment Health Plan, we don't think of these things as extras, just things you deserve. Save your wish for something that isn't healthcare related. Call or visit our website today to enroll in an Alignment Health Plan.